Good evening, everybody. I'm PID Trader. It is March 26th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions, but I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So Tesla is up $8.70 today. That's 4.72%, closed at 193.17. Post-market, we seem to be up by 63 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. We are into this bullish channel. And just so you know, this was our previous bullish channel that we had originally. So this was a steeper bullish channel, and lo and behold, we broke outside of it on May 15, 16, blah, blah, blah. But we came back into it, and now we are following it like crazy. So this is a low right smack on it. Let me just remove some. See, we have this is right smack on it, right smack on it, right smack on it. And on the other side, look at how, this one is a little bit less there. But we seem to have come back into it. So just to show that we were going a little bit slower at some point, but now it seems like we are resuming this faster, steeper bullish channel. We are not against that. So big green candle today went, we had a high today at 198.60, so very close to 200. We have a resistance right here at 255 cents. The 200 number is an even number, but sometimes the support lines and resistance lines are not on those even numbers. Sometimes they are overshooting or undershooting a little bit, and we have the example right here. So March 3rd, March 22nd, look at this. We were at 248, and here we were at 266. So I am putting it at 255. Yes, we are getting close to the 200 number. Very strong day for Tesla. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, it started pretty fast. So on the first hour of the day, we had this big move up. That gave us a stochastic over 60, and that gave us a break of the resistance I was talking about at 187.41. This was a nice buy signal in itself. And then we continued for the next 3 hours before pulling back down a little bit. We have a bunch of support lines right here that were broken through, but then we came back up. We have a long wick at the bottom here. It seems like we are recovering a little bit. Stochastic is great on the 1-hour chart. MACD is great. RSI came outside of the overbought zone. It became overbought during the day, but then came back outside of this overbought zone. Let's go back to the daily chart. Let's look at our indicators. So stochastic is climbing again. So it's at 86. We have now the two lines of MACD that are positive. So now we can have our second green thumb up. Then we have RSI at 65 and DMI also at a great value, a very high value at 34. This is a great day. So maybe this is due in part with the deal that Ford and Tesla made to allow Ford to use the Tesla superchargers. So maybe it has something to do with this. We have some news that tend to say that this is because there's hope for a debt ceiling deal. So the debt ceiling deal needs to happen before June 1st, before we have a default. I guess this is just speculation. But anyway, this is still part of our bullish trend. We had the buy signal at 176.73, a very weak buy signal. I'm going to give you that. If you took it, it's great. Then the next day was the real buy signal that happened. And we had a little bit of a pullback right here. But since then, we have been going quite strongly until where this takes us. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So we have this Ford will add Tesla plug to its electric vehicles in a surprising move. So Tesla and Ford announced a partnership to onboard the latter's electric vehicles on the former supercharger network. So Ford will add the Tesla plug, now known as the North American Charging Standard, to its electric vehicle. Starting early next year, Ford EV customers will have access to more than 12,000 Tesla superchargers across the US and Canada, in addition to the over 10,000 DeFi fast chargers that are already part of the Blue Oval Charge network. This will give Ford EV customers unprecedented access to fast charging. But the bigger news is that Ford plans to directly integrate Tesla's connector known as the NACS in its future electric vehicles. In 2025, Ford will offer next-generation electric vehicles with the North American Charging Standard connector built in, eliminating the need for an adapter to access Tesla superchargers. That's pretty impressive. So Elon really wants to help the world move to EVs because they are helping their competitors. Let's take a look at Palantir. So Palantir is up 81 cents, 6.31% at 1365. This is just going higher and higher. I don't have anything more to say. This is just flying, and we are on the upper side of the bullish channel. So this is higher and higher. So let's just enjoy this. Let's just enjoy this and don't sell because it's overvalued now. It could be overvalued for a long time like Tesla was. So just ride it at least until it breaks outside of this bullish channel. If it breaks outside of this bullish channel, then you are allowed to think about selling. You are not obliged to, but you are allowed to think about selling. You can also pick a support kind of stop loss. We see that we have a little bit of support right here at 1281. So you could say if it goes below 1281, I'm going to sell. That's another perfectly legitimate way of dealing with this. But let's just enjoy this in the meantime. VIX is turning around, so we are down 1.19, 6.22%, closed at 1792. This is what's making the stock market move like this. And again, we see news that the debt ceiling hopes fuels stock rally. It's hard to know if it's true or not because nothing has come specifically about the debt ceiling, but I think this is just the randomness of the stock market at play. QQQ, look at this, launching like crazy. So we had a little bit of stop at 338 and now it's continuing pretty far, so up 2.56%. Dow Jones is rebounding with a nice green candle, no stochastic, so it's not believable yet. S&P 500 for a second time in maybe 2 weeks. We are breaking 41.93, so let's hope that this time it is going to stay. Stochastic is very high at 95. This could be launching for a little bit of a while also. And this is a major resistance line. So once it breaks it for good, then it could be going places. If you want to play with options a little bit, you can buy a call at the strike price of 42.05 with an expiry date in 2 weeks, and then you can get familiar with the options. You can also play on SPY, which is pretty much the same thing as this, but divided by 10, the prices are a lot cheaper. NASDAQ 100, we had a little bit of a resistance right here that we just broke. And now we are stopping at 13,013. So let's see what it does with this, but a nice move today at least. Physical gold, it's a green day, but we have no stochastic at all. So maybe we have reached some kind of a bottom. I would think that the bottom could be at 1508. So maybe this is just a little bit of a pull back up before hitting the bottom. Physical silver, the same thing, a little bit of a move up today, but this is nowhere to be ready to go long. Bitcoin recovers. It recovered the 26,517. I'm still in it. I did not overreact. We had a break lower than 26,517. We had a longer wick. We had the wick at the bottom and no wick at the top. It was showing that people were propping this up a little bit. So basically, I stayed in it, and I guess this was the right call for now. But there's no stochastic yet. I'm still not believing Bitcoin yet. Ripple, nice green day, getting closer to 0.477, which is a big milestone. And look at this perfection. Look at this perfection. US dollar, look at how it was stopped by the double resistance right here. We had this double resistance because we drew it on these long wicks right here. And look at this green until it came there, then it's stopping. So this candle with nobody is just an undecided candle. So the market does not know what to do now. So it's going to need to think a little bit. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my Trading affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Sunday, everybody, because this is going to be a public Tesla Weekly Live on Sunday between 3 and 4 p.m. Everybody can join for free. Once a month is for free, and the other time it's only for my members. So I hope to see you there. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.